It's only entertainment.
Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, capital markets analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast.
All right, MJ Unpacked at the Mandalay Bay in sunny Las Vegas with Matthew Friedlander, co-founder and CEO of Skagit Organics.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate it. What's Skagit Organics? What do you guys do?
So we are a licensed processing company in Washington State. So we process cannabis, we process hemp as well through our other company, Northwest Natural Care. We specialize in ethanol extractions and creating RSO or FICO, full extract cannabis oil. Very medicinal style of oil. Generally, if you hear people treating cancers and epilepsy and a number of different health conditions with cannabis, this is that oil.
So you're talking about Rick Simpson oil, or RSO, also known as Phoenix Tears. If people don't like to use the ethanol process, is that the difference between Rick Simpson and Phoenix Tears? Is the difference in the solvent?
So Phoenix Tears, I think, actually is Rick Simpson's brand of oil, or what people are putting out under his guidance. He's used naphtha in the past, isopropyl alcohol. He has used food grade alcohol as well. FICO is the other term that's been creeping up, full extract cannabis oil, and that is to differentiate between what people see as RSO, which could be made with many different solvents, and FICO means an oil that's made exclusively with food grade alcohol. Now, to us, up in Washington, RSO has been the term that everyone's used and is known up there. And to me, that means an alcohol extracted oil. But there are people who have very strong feelings the other way about that. So,
what about an isolate and distillate? There's some other terms that are thrown out there. Yep. What's the difference between FICO and isolate?
So FICO, our oil in particular, is about a 50% cannabinoid profile. So that means it's going to have 50% other things in it. It's chlorophyll, plant fats and waxes and proteins. And that stuff is present in the oil specifically because of the chemical properties of alcohol. That's why it makes a unique product, whereas butane oils are a lot prettier and they smell better. They've got that terpene profile that really carries through from the plant. But FICO and RSO, it's meant to be this dark, chlorophyll-rich oil, very earthy, very plant flavored. Distillates and isolates, you can make a distillate from FICO. You're removing that chlorophyll, you're removing the fats and waxes, and you end up with a honey-colored oil, much higher potency, but completely devoid of terpenes. And most of the fats and waxes that we purposely leave in our oil.
So when I go to a rec shop, I get RSO, not for the taste, but I get it because of the milligrams. So the 100 milligram cap for most edibles won't do anything for me, so then I have to get RSO.
Yep.
So I've seen some additional SKUs coming out with RSO. So it's not just THC, but I've seen some CBG.
Sure. Yep.
What are some of the other advantages? I did an interview earlier with some gals who prefer the suppositories because it bypasses the liver.
Sure.
What are some, you mentioned people who have cancer taking RSO. Are there advantages to CBG and the ways that you can take it, meaning not just orally, but through suppository?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. We make a THC dominant version. We have a CBD dominant version and a CBG dominant version. So the cannabinoids all play a different role. They've got different effects. The CBG is very uplifting, great for daytime use, whereas most people, I think, are generally feeling a very relaxing, sedative effect from the CBD and the THC. I know for myself, a few hours after taking some THC RSO, I'm sitting on the couch, not doing much else after that. So, eating it, you don't have the smell from smoking, if that's an issue for some people. There's no potential issues with inhaling anything. So, It's a great method for getting it into the body without having to worry about some of the other things that come with traditional smoking of cannabis.
So CBG is relatively new for some people.
Yep.
There are hundreds of cannabinoids, including CBN,
Absolutely.
which could be the cannabinoid that people are looking for to get their brain to stop when
Sure.
they're trying to sleep.
Yep.
I get a lot of requests, having been quoted in Reader's Digest about CBD. I get a lot of older people in non-regulated states, even non-medical states, and they kind of want to know a little bit more. They think that they could buy CBD through the internet, and then that's going to help them fall asleep and get their brains to shut down. Is that true? Is there something better out there like CBN?
CBN definitely is a great cannabinoid. It's very unique. CBD can work for a lot of people in a lot of different ways. I always recommend that people, you kind of just have to try it to see what kind of effect it's going to have for you. Just like some people, if you've got ADHD and you take Ritalin or one of those other medications, those tend to help calm you down and help you focus. If you don't have ADHD and you take Ritalin, it has the exact opposite effect. And I've seen the same thing with people with cannabinoids as well, whereas the CBG pumps me up, keeps me going during the day. One of my family members, it puts them right to sleep. So, I really just recommend that people try it, see what it does for them, and then you just incorporate it into your life however that works for you. So,
Okay.
If CBD jacks you up or gets you energized during the day, there's no reason you can't take that. That's what it does for you. Just because somebody else might get very relaxed and go to sleep, that doesn't mean it's not doing what it needs to do for you.
Okay. So you're Skagit Organics,
Yes, sir.
and are you actually organic?
We are. If we could get a certification, we would. There is no federal certification for organic certification in cannabis yet, but yes, we would be if we could.
Okay.
So
that's kind of important. Pesticide-free, organic. This is a holistic. RSO is supposed to be holistic, right?
Correct,
So
right.
you're supposed to be using this. Again, not for taste.
Sure.
So having said that, there's going to be some folks who want the more holistic approach.
Yep.
You've got the standard operating procedures. You've got the experience, at least half a decade, 6 years roughly
Sure.
in the industry. What is your hope? Why are you at NMJ Pact? What are you hoping to get out of it to meet people? Are you hoping to try and expand to
Sure.
license your intellectual property? What are you here for?
Sure. Well, to answer that first part of your question about the organics and the pesticides, so even more important, I believe, than having an organic certification is that we do pesticide test all of our products. There are organic pesticides that you could use. You still maybe don't want to be inhaling or ingesting those. So all of our products are pesticide tested. We've gone even further with our RSO original line. We are running that through an extra set of heavy metal testing through the Department of Health medical program. So we have the only DOH medical compliant RSO product on the market in Washington right now. So I am here hoping to expand our company. We've got a great product that I really believe in and that few other companies seem to be making. And we've got a great reputation in Washington and are very well known in the medical community. And yeah, we would love to bring on an investor and help us get ready for either shipping product out of state once federal legalization happens, or we would be interested in trying to license our brand and then SOPs and everything that we've got going to another licensee in a different state, help them skip that 2 or 3 years of figuring out what's going on and just jump right to making really good product and hopefully making some money for the company.
Okay. So if there's some interested investors or individuals outside of the state who would like to talk to you, maybe an
Yep.
advisory role or franchise or SOPs,
Absolutely.
how can they get a hold of you? Where are you at on social media? All of that.
Sure. Easiest way is email info@skagitorganics.net. You can also find us under Skagit Organics on all the major social media networks. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can find us on LinkedIn as well. Yep, we are here and ready to go.
Okay. We'll also have Matthew's LinkedIn in the description, so check the show notes for that. with that, I think we're going to roll this one up. I want to thank my guest, Matthew Friedlander. He's with Skagit Organics. Appreciate you being on the Talking Hedge.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't. And I'm out.
Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.